Welcome back, everybody. Here we go again. No Chuckles today. He'll be asleep now. Back on ground zero. So running solo. The server's a little bit punchy tonight. More players on. Might be an experience, I suppose. So we expect to die, is what I'm saying, basically. Let's hope we've not been raided. Hope everyone's okay out there. Good. Still secure. Where are we? We need food. We need water. Need to do a bit of organisation. Need to move the first aid kit out of here. Can keep clothing in here. Parts. First aid. First aid. Sale. Yeah. That can be moved out. That can be moved. That can be moved. Ropes. That can be moved. Limited ammo. We're guts. Not a lot is the answer to that question. We've got a Stoner G3. Sorted. Do some sorting in here. For sale. Move these down a little bit. Sale. Sale. On here it will go. Then sharpening. And a space for code locks. Raid tools at the bottom. That makes sense. We have first aid. So can go for sale. ways. Sale. That's sorted, right then. Air kit. Battery. And battery. A bit better. Need another axe. Needs another hatchet. And a code lock. No weapons on the wall. Food sorted. Base looks alright. Could be better. Could always be better. But it's okay. So where are we going to go? What are we going to do? We probably should hit the local area. We'll keep the RV on altar. No, because we're not going to go to altar tonight. We'll move the RV down. I want to hit this mill, see if we can get a 5.56 out of it. Get it back here. It's a backup weapon, isn't it? Okay. Okay, that'll do. Right, we're going home. Oh, that went well. Far better than I thought it was going to. Take a pause for a second, guys. My heart through my chest. How many people are on? Yeah, 52 that want to kill me. Sounds about right. We do need to get another hatchet because we're sort of nearly ready to build more doors. We don't have a code lock. Okay. Still hitting Berezina Mill makes sense, but 2 boxes of nails is massive. Hitting Gorka maybe. Chance of some tier 2 556 out of that. Currently there's a robbery going down at Novi. Okay. So that'd be attracting attention. But it's a fair distance away. Might get away with a run straight up to Gorka. Grab what we have to do, or shall we do the ship and see if we get a 16 out of that? That's a possibility, you know. Because it's not gassed on here. So we could hit the ship. I think wherever we go, there's a risk, an element risk. So Gorka it is. At least we know what we get in there. We're not searching containers for it. Probably turn that in just into a wall. Can't really use the window that's there, can we? That does make sense. Turn that into a wall. Okay, go and hit Gorka. Take it back. Go home. Wow. 4 boxes of nails in the space of 20 minutes. That's fucking unbelievable. Gonna have to pause now and have a vape. My luck can't go on. Eat and drink and get back out on the ground. That's enough nails to finish the base. Now we just need the tools and the code locks. Fucking awesome. Like, really good. Can't complain at that, guys. Massive. Coming into night time. Yes, it is. It's going to be quite dark and we don't have MVGs. We'll sit firm while we're waiting. Just need to type a message out to my server GoblinZ a second. I'll put him to be right back, guys. Welcome back, guys. Hi, John. How are you, mate? You okay? Just waiting for... We're going to probably push... Yeah, Gorka. Oh, no, we're not. There's a fucking King of the Hill and ATM going down there. I'm not pushing that at the moment. Not with my limited fucking supplies. We'll use this as an opportunity to hit probably the ship. Hope you like the new base. We have a fridge. Locker. Not a lot in it. Workbench and full storage bench. 3 doors. Weapon rack. Yes. So, named after my great uncle, I believe. Uncle Hobgoblin. And with 3 doors into the base. And just a sip of coffee before we push out. We built this morning, Chuckles and I. It's been an experience. Oh, fuck. Weapon's not in hand. This is a punchy server, so we have to be a little bit careful. Hi, Restless. It's going up, the old sub count. The old sub count is raising. Yeah, you can leave. I'll leave you to it, Mr. Zombie, till we get clear of this shagging town and into cover. US server we're playing here, that is a little bit tasty. The quad server. And we're a duo playing it. Currently 52 people that want to kill me on the server. Maximum pop of the server is 100. I need an axe and I need another code lock. But we desperately need an axe. It's weekend only raiding on the server. I enjoyed last night. Excellent. I'm still trying to edit a video. I've got 4.5 hours of video to edit into just my action, which takes hours, as Restless will understand. I've started on it, but trying to get it so it's just right. Action and the times that I was singing and doing stupid shit and trying to make it flow is a bitch. I won't be doing their next event. Their next event will be a racing car event. I don't do racing car events, so racing round Deer Isle, no interest in that for me. I'll always do their capture the flag or recce events, but never racing. Car racing's no interest. Fucking cough gone down at Gorka as well. Fuck me, everything's happening at Gorka. Could be a base on here, so need to be a little bit. Driver, that's massive. Yeah, exactly. We'll be going home then. Hi, Paul. Fucking SSG, we'll take that bastard home. Then we might hit the fire station and see if we can get an axe. Get this gear home first, though. How is everybody? You okay out there? we can get an axe, then I can build... I've got one axe, but I won't take that out. But if I can get a second axe, then I can cut some trees down. I can move them inside. We can turn them into planks. I can then block off downstairs and put an airlock down there, which makes more sense. With a second door at the top, which we've got now. So we end up with an airlock, and then when we get another code lock, then we can airlock upstairs as well. But I think the server's wiping. Oh, have that. Either this coming Friday or next Friday. We will be back on here, though. I'm really enjoying this server. We need a home, and this is a good home. Though, sweaty. Very sweaty. As much as we love sweaty servers, I'm not used to playing them solo. I might not answer your question, John, until I get home. Just because that's going to take some reading. Optic, take that fucker. Rucksack, we'll take that. No, I don't want people to tell me how much gold they have. I don't care. I still have to check it. So if you say to me I've got 20 gold and I go and check it and you've actually got 10 gold, I'm likely to disqualify you. Yeah? I just want it in one place and a ticket open. Because otherwise I've got to search the whole base and it makes it a lot longer for me to get everything done. Because I might not find where you've put it. You might have hidden it in a room, because I've got to... basically, I've got to go and dismantle everyone's base before I can wipe that wants to take part. So anything that reduces that time scale is good for me. Hi, Critical. Thanks, Restless. I agree. Oh, and pause. Well, that was a moment in history, wasn't it? Right, what time is it? It is nighttime on the server. Right, we'll wait till the server restarts in 7 minutes. And it's about to get nighttime, so it's probably safer to be at base than it is out on the ground. We will be back on after the restart. We're going to have to do a trader run. I need to look at getting a code lock, which means I need 15 grand. Let's start working out what we can sell. Sell that fucking shit thing. Yes, valve, sell that. Mosing compensator, that can go. That can go. Pistol can go. Ammo can be kept because there's not a lot of it. That can get sold. My cheap umbrella turned inside out in the high winds. I'd get even more wet. John, how much do a box of nails go for at Trader? I don't know, but to buy a box of nails is £5. 5 grand, maybe? Or is it 15 grand for the nails and 5 grand for the code lock? No, you can't buy nails at Trader. But because Wipe is 2 weeks away, people aren't buying them on peer-to-peer. I can sell them at Trader for about 2 grand. Not a lot. I can buy code locks for 15. So everything's happening at once. So Alta is my nearest trader. There's a King of the Hill going down here. And a robbery on the police station. And I believe there was an airdrop dropping in nearby as well. Maybe that's moved. And we have to run straight past bloody Gorka to do what we need to do. Okay, Restless. Not a problem. Thanks, mate. So what else do we got to sell? That can be sold. That can be sold. That can be sold. 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 Empty to sell the Grizzly. That can be sold. That can be sold. And one of those, they can go. Not selling that. That's so we can raid. We need another hatchet. That's what we need. Hatchet and a code lock for the win. Okay, that gap there on the wall. Better scope than what I'm carrying. Better. Right, so after restart, we will need to push for Alta. Which might be a little bit punchy, it might be dangerous. That's a cool mask. Oh yeah, sorry, it's my tier 2 helmet. Yeah, tier 2 helmet. With panani rails on the side, or panini rails, so you can fit things to it. And my armor is tier 2 as well. So we're just waiting for the restart, guys, and then we can look at pushing onwards and upwards. Oh, airdrop's going to Starry. Okay. So yeah, everything's happening here. Right, there. This is going to be a punchy Alta when we get there. But the two safe traders, Green Mountain and Alta, and then the black market traders, Devils. Oh, and Prison Island military. Oh no, Devils. Tissy Bunko's right down there. Yeah. So basically we're just now waiting for the restart. And then we shall continue. I do like my little house. We've only got to get through to tomorrow morning. It's weekend only raiding, but we're playing, as I said, a US server, so raid times are slightly out for me. There we are. Here comes a restart. That makes life easier. A restart time. Been my keyboard this weekend. I've had my keyboard now for about 3 years, and it suddenly hit me that I'd never cleaned it. So I took all the keys off and cleaned everything using alcohol, computer grade alcohol rather than like medical grade alcohol rather than drinking alcohol, and then cleaned everything right through. The only trouble now is the V key isn't lighting up correctly because the LED's gone, but that I can live with. It is possible to get them restarted. You need to get a hard reset, so they'll send Corsair and send over a program, and sometimes they can restart an LED with it, but just for the sake of one key, I can probably live without that being a problem. So I've got a K100 wired with the Nexus screen above it. Not that I ever use a Nexus screen. It's like a little scrolly LED, can run macros on it. I just don't use it. Should do really, because it's a good bit of kit. I always wanted to set up a macro for raiding, so something that automatically hit the old sledgehammer down if you were raiding in DayZ with a sledgehammer, so you wouldn't have to hold left hand mouse button for like 30 minutes, which is always a bit of a bitch. Yeah, we'll wait till 1 minute past and then we'll 2 minutes past and we'll load in, guys. We might have to pick a bit of a safer route to alter, just because of the amount of events that were going down in the same area. And obviously various people might have won events and they might be running straight to altar to sell their ill-gotten gains, whereas we're going there also to sell our ill-gotten gains, but they're all running with 1 tappers because it's the end of wipe, towards the end of wipe, and I'm running with a 5.56. They're level high tier armor, and I've only got tier 2. They know they're good at PvP, and I make some lucky kills. So Tuesday night, tomorrow night I'll be streaming probably this. 3 kills in yesterday's event's a good start. Yeah, did all right, John. Did all right. We did all right yesterday. I'm happy with that. 4 kills if you count my grenade kill, which I do, because a grenade kill doesn't count as a kill because anyone could throw it, and I was dead when my grenade blew up and killed the person. But that was the aim. We needed to clear that shed, and I popped the grenade, held it in my hand, and ran into that position. On reflection, when I pushed, if I hadn't have popped the grenade ready to go, I could have killed the person anyway because they weren't ready for me pushing. But that's life. Right, let's go back in. Asked Merv, when you disappeared, I was wondering. He replied, you were either building a base or looting. Yes, sounds about right. Looking for a blonde goblin. I believe she was in the other shed. All the VIPs are joining. So I'm getting pushed up the rankings and down and round and back and forth. Probably be on for about another hour, guys. I've got to work tomorrow. So, yeah, tomorrow night we'll probably be streaming this server, more than likely. Tuesday, maybe Scum, because 1.0 drops. Wednesday working, Thursday I won't be streaming. Thursday probably I will be streaming, more than likely Friday, but I don't know what yet. Might be an advanced preview of the new Goblin build. We'll see how it pans out on Thursday. No guarantee on that. Depends how much work I can get done between Thursday. How many of you decide you want to take part in the competition means I'll have lots of bases to go round, which means Thursday I won't be able to wipe. I'll just be able to dismantle bases. And I have to record it all and upload it as a video, because otherwise people will go, you didn't count everything and it was wrong. There needs to be proof when there's a prize of money involved. Which is why I've asked for tickets, because not everybody wants to take part. And if only one of you opens a ticket, then I'll just pay you the money and wipe the server. There's no point checking. Which is again why I've asked for tickets. But this is the last time we'll do a competition. We won't do a competition again. Because people really don't take part in these things. Some do, some don't. And we're not having bases from now on. Right, what time is it on the server? It is 18:15. We're going to wait till morning. It's a quick night. But I'm not moving on my own at night when they've all got MVGs and we don't. And stuff's just gone down here. I need those people to get clear. I got several bars of gold. Excellent. But it's like, John, if you open a ticket saying, can I take part, and no one else opens the ticket, I'll just pay you the £20. Yeah? job done. It's easy. But if I've got 10 tickets opened, then I've got to check 10 bases. That might take me the whole of Thursday and Friday. So that is a consideration I have to have. But because from now on we're not going to have base building because it's changing how we're doing the servers. We won't have a competitions from now on. Makes my life easier. Also, it means as of when this server goes live, I should be able to stream the server more often because there'll be no bases that I know where they are. Yes, I'll know where everyone's flags are, but there'll be multiple flags all over the server. It would take me too long to go. I won't know what's in them. It's not like I'm going to know you've got 10 doors. I'll just see a flag, named whatever people decide to name them. And I don't need to check them. That data's not needed. Everyone's flag is just going to be a hidden flag for just them. But hopefully, I'm hoping that I can get a build up that's playable but not finished by Friday evening, so I can stream an advanced preview. So people have got an idea of what they're getting into when it goes live either Saturday or Sunday. Really depends on how much I can get done on Thursday and Friday, of whether that happens or not. As I said, we won't move out from here now till it's morning. It's not worth it. We'll only get caught out in the dark. As I said, everyone else has MVGs. We don't. Fucking not worth the hassle. So yeah, so that's the aim. What we're planning for this week. Got a few new things we're bringing because we won't have to worry about things like how to make nails from wire anymore. So instead, we're having a mod, if I can get it working, where when you've got a fire lit, you can stick stakes in the ground to cook your meat on without having to hold it over the fire, which then means you can cover the fire basically better because you're not going to be building in houses so often. Obviously, I need to balance the loot that's going to be on there a little bit differently because there's no base building involved. I'll up the amount of lockpicks because it gives you the ability of locking a door or two if you're going to light a fire inside a house. I've got a big edit to do to the map. I'll need to put crates in, but I'll probably do the crates on Saturday daytime. I don't need the crates and the keys in for what I'm going to do. Hi there, how are you? Welcome. We're just waiting for morning. It's about to be night and I'm not pushing Alter without MVGs at night. So we're going to wait for morning time to move out of the base. We're just talking about the GoblinZ wipe or GoblinZ wipe on Thursday and what's coming in the future, because we're not going to have base building next wipe. We're going to go to solo survival. You can put up improvised shelters, you can make hidden stashes, but there won't be classic base building. We're changing the fundamentals of it. We're making it more survival. Yes, I'm live on. There's a player outside. The player outside the base. He ran down that road, one way or the other. I'm guessing a fresh spawn. As I said, we're going to wait till morning before we push for trader. We need to get from here to here alive, and there's just been events going down in here. So my aim will be to come out, push up into the woods sort of here, and then go direct, so it brings me down through those woods, and then it's just that short run in across open terrain. That place there is a base in there. Actually no, there's a base in there that's been hit. So tomorrow morning, when before work, I might hit that with the screwdriver and see if we can steal any storage. Because we've only got one screwdriver. And I'm all for stealing other people's storage. It makes my life easier. Or if tonight we die and we find a screwdriver, then we'll go and hit it on the way home. But this server is a weekend only wipe. It's a US server, so it's about 2 o'clock in the morning UK that weekends only turn off. So we're a little bit punchy waiting for that to happen. If anybody at any point does want to do invite me on a server, we'll do a run together, feel free to reach out. Certainly, unless I'm already planning to do something, I'm more than happy to do so. More than happy. Obviously, a lot of times I spend time on team server, but I'm happy to schedule in and do something non-team server, a run on something. I quite enjoy a run on different places. Can be good fun when it's not something I'm used to doing. I don't do PvE. Certainly not. It's never going to happen. But apart from that, more than happy. You know, as much as I'm shit at PvP, and I really am, I won't go to a PvE server. You don't get better at shooting people by not shooting people. But as I said, we're now waiting for morning. Then we're going to push altar. Hopefully sell some of this shit. Make some money. Best case scenario, we buy an axe and a code lock. That's best case scenario. Slightly lower down that scale, if we can't get the axe and the code lock, then the code lock would be good. Because I can still work with just a code lock. If not, pay the money into the account up there and work from there. 74k out of a fucking police station. That's a good fucking amount of cash. Good event. You got to hold it down for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes to win the money on the floor when you do a police station. So all the police stations have ATMs inside them, and if you have a crowbar, you can hack the ATM. What's everyone's favourite cake? I love Battenberg. I adore Battenberg cake. Yourself, Paul? I think I have a thing for marzipan. And also, when I was a kid, my uncle from Canada when he used to be over in the UK for Christmas, used to eat Battenberg, and I thought it looked like windows, like 4 little panes. So I called it window cleaning cake. So I always knew it as window cleaning cake, and Uncle Jed was my favourite uncle. So if he ate it, I wanted to eat it. John, having diabetes, can't have cake. Pre-diabetes, John, what was your favourite cake? If you don't mind me asking. I'm always dithering on the edge of diabetes whenever I see the doctor. Battenberg, because I also had double chocolate fudge. Yeah, I'm not. I've got a massively sweet tooth, like a real sweet tooth, but I don't often eat cake. But I'm quite partial to a packet of biscuits or to my American cousins' cookies. Mysteriously, a packet of chocolate chip cookies or biscuits appeared back with me today, and I sat on the bed to watch some YouTube, and when I woke up an hour later, all the cookies had disappeared. Double chocolate gatto. Seriously nice. Well played. Well, that's where that went down then. See that kill feed coming in? Hear that gunfire? Left ear. That's towards Gorka. That's, my guess, is either Gorka Mill or people are pushing for the oil rig. Because it's got a high tier keycard thing on it. And the firefight went down around here somewhere. That would be my approximate guess on that one. And again, it's that sort of direction. Another gunfight. And everyone's over this side of the map doing shit. So when this server wipes, Chocolate and I have said we'll play it again, and we'll probably go for the same building because I think this is an amazing building to build in. Quite taken with this. It's enough space for 2 or 3 people, this. Return fire. Let's see if anything comes up on kill feed. Oh, you guys might not see the kill feed because of my subscribers button. We could actually... Give me a second. Let's move the subscriber button to somewhere... about middle of it. If we go about there... 10, 10, 12, 12, 12, 12. Just getting the right position. Sorry about this, guys. 11. I think we're waiting for morning anyway. About there, maybe? Yep, and then bring it down slightly. Maybe there. How does that look? We can go up a little bit, can't we? Out there. Yeah, we're happy with that. That sits under the compass then. Lock that in. There you go. So you can still see the kill feed then. Poor, yes, I have gluten-free. I mean, they are edible. When you want the cake, you want the real thing. Have you ever tasted gluten-free cakes? No, thanks. Yeah, it's like diet-free Coke. It's like, it's all right. You can forget that. It's not going to happen. Northwest airfield, good. So that should push players back over the other side for the King of the Hill. That's me and smoking, John. Obviously I vape, but when I stopped smoking, just, I don't miss it anymore. But I drink a lot less. So, because drinking and smoking were associated. Now, I don't like the subscribers there, guys. It's a bit in your face, isn't it, really? And that's not me. Can go back up there. I have the subscribers there because I think it's the right thing to do, but I don't want to push it in everyone's face all the time. I didn't for a long time, but I need to grow the channel, you know. Ultimately, I'd like to hit 1,000 and do much better than 1,000. So, whereas I don't massively ask for subs, I think it's fair to have it that up so people can see. And it has helped. Right, how are we doing on night time? Coming up to 11:30 at night. Got used to not. These are the first beers I've had in over a year. Don't miss beer either when I have none. Yeah, that's my thing. I love a cider. I love a flavoured cider, so not apple, like a pear or strawberry. Really, really enjoy it. But one cider soon becomes 2, soon becomes 4, soon becomes 6, soon becomes 12, and then suddenly I'm drinking 12 a night. So every year on about the 3rd or 4th of January, I stop drinking until I feel like drinking again. And we're now, well, June, middle of June. It'll probably be the end of August before I drink again, if at all, this year. I might not drink until Christmas. When we have the staff night out at Christmas, might be the next time I drink. If I don't go out, I don't miss it. But then again, summer coming up, it'd be nice to have some cans of cider here, some ice. It is quite a nice thing. I don't like alcohol now. I can have a bottle of Bud on a weekend if I want to do, but I really don't. Cider gives me a hangover from hell, so I don't do cider. Yeah, real cider does. I get a hangover from hell off Scrumpy. But non-Scrumpy. We used to make it on the farm opposite where I lived growing up. They used to make cider. Proper Scrumpy. Put a rat inside and they were squeezing it. When they sold the farm, we had a load of monks come down to remove the old ancient cider press to take back to the monastery to carry on using it, rather than it being scrapped. It was donated, and the farm used to win a lot of competitions in the southwest for their cider making. But as a kid, we used to sneak over there and go into the cider shed and tap off cider and try it. You couldn't see through it. Could not see through a pint of it. Cider gives me heartburn on a night, and I have all night with heartburn. Plus, I used to get broken sleep off it. Yeah, I'm as I said, I'm okay with fruit ciders. I'm no good with real hardcore cider. But I don't really drink now. Back when I drank, my thing was vodka. I would drink vodka neat, happily, back in the days of when I was drinking. Scrumpy, God, that reminds me of a wine bar in Totnes I was introduced to. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, my neck of the woods. Totnes is just down from me. I mean, I'm living in Exeter now, so Totnes is not that far away. But every farm, when I was growing up, every farm had their own orchard and would make their own cider. And that was like late 70s, early 80s. Every farm in the southwest, not every farm, but like 90% of farms had some way of making cider. There's a monk in Durham City called Chris. He let me take a photo of him. He is a lovely chap. Everyone called Chris is a lovely chap, Paul. Everybody. Says a Chris themselves. Right, sun should be coming up soon. 1:20, not soon enough. Trying to work out, should we go for it? Fuck it. It'll either work or it won't. Thatcher's is nice. Just listening before we push out. Well, you were holding up to that statement, Chris. Thank you, Paul. Though my real name, here's a fact for you all. I'm adopted. I was adopted about 6 months old. My birth certificate says Eric Anthony, and my adoption certificate says Christopher John, without giving away surnames. My surname's blatantly Goblin. Don't think I can hear anyone. No, somebody there. There's lots of monks in Durham. We have a abbey down here. Obviously, Buckfast is made down here as well. Thank you, Critical. It does make a difference, doesn't it, me running it at 4K. So Buckfast Abbey is down here, where they make the nectar of Scotland. If you don't count whiskey. Bucky. Oh, so there's lots of kills going down close by. What's happening at the moment in Berezino? Two top tier keys. That's what's happening. That'll be a problem. Both those key rooms are like high tier raiding gear. So we need to come out and push into these woods. Yep, there you go. Thanks, John. No problem. I'll see you soon. This is not an extraction trader on this server, but it's a normal trader, which makes it easier from a extraction perspective, but more dangerous from a going in and coming out perspective. When I was a young goblin, and I've still got it here, I've got a vaporizing machine that will turn any spirit into a mist that you can inhale. Young, like in my 30s. That was my pre-Saturday night out. We would inhale vodka before a night out. Because I was a wild goblin in those days. Right, we should be able to... I'm going to push up a bit more. Push up about another... Push up to the edge of the road. And that should get us a direct angle. And then if we meet anyone, it's bad luck. Probably for me. Good luck for them, because I've got some good gear to sell on me. The collectible shit. I don't have that bit in my brain that says just have one. I have an addictive personality, so drinking for me is a dangerous game. Yes, eyeball Paul. I've done vodka through my eyeball. I'm known for it. Staff night out last year, I was doing vodka through my eyeball. I've snorted vodka off spoons. Yeah, I don't have that bit in my brain that says don't only have one. So I can't just go to the pub and have one drink with friends. If I have one, I'm going to drink myself unconscious and go clubbing. That's me. So I tend not to. Better to abstain. Fuck. Okay, push a bit further up. Now switch, no. Welcome back. Now we'll switch across. Remember, this is for a code lock, if we can get one. If we can't, then it's for other shit. But a code lock would be amazing. Just to stick a door at the bottom of the stairs. So the flag's covered completely. And it's harder for people to count how many doors we have. I know. 666 subs. We're getting there. I'd like to finish the year on about 800. I'd like to finish the year on 1,000, but a realistic amount is 800. Because that means that by this time next year, I should be pushing 1,000. And then things should grow reasonably quickly after that, because the algorithm will push me more because it can push adverts out on my streams. So the algorithm will like me more because I can earn YouTube money. Fucking base? No. Two years sober for that reason. Yeah. I mean, whatever January to now is 6 months sober. But I just don't have that bit in my brain. I love drinking. I love partying. I love making an ass of myself. I really enjoy it. But now I game rather than go out drinking all the time. I've now got a really expensive, well, not really expensive, but a pretty expensive PC rather than lots of hangovers. I now stream for fun rather than go clubbing. But I do miss it. You know, I miss raving. I miss hard trance and parties and all that goes with that. Certainly it wasn't as fat as I am now when I was out partying every weekend. I might have drank a lot, but I also spent a lot of time on dance floors. But well done, Restless, as others have said. It's an achievement. Yes, all myself for the channel, Paul. And it's all organic. I don't do like for like or join this to sub. So it's all been just built by me doing it. Upgrading systems, you know, working out that a year ago, 2 years ago when I came to YouTube, working out there weren't a lot of streamers doing 4K content in YouTube at the time. So I bought myself a 3080 at that point so I could stream 4K. And then I had a blinding deal this time last year for a 4070 Super Ti at stock price. And somebody offered to buy my 3080 off me for half the price of the 4070 Super Ti. So basically I got an upgrade to the 40 series for about £300, £350, which was well worth it. But more people are now streaming 4K. But the algorithm loves 4K content. YouTube will, as long as you've got the bandwidth, you can stream anything, any content up to anything you can stream to on YouTube. I know, John. You're about to be in for a fright. Next wipe for the sounds of things going town. We're putting realistic gunfire in. So bullets will ricochet, they'll sound correct, they'll come from the correct direction again. I still listen to a lot of hardcore, hard trance and normal trance and everything in between. But I do miss it. But I'm older now. You know, I couldn't do a night on a dance floor anymore. It's a young man's game. Or young person's game. How are we doing? When do we break cover? Soon. So we need to come off auto run. Because you're only safe once you're in the safe zone. When my bucket list, when my mother dies and I inherit, before I buy the house, I'm going to do a Tomorrowland. And that'll be my final goodbye to trance. I really want to do one Tomorrowland before I die. But because I'm old, do it in a hotel. I can't really sleep in a tent anymore with arthritis. I need a good bed. So go to Belgium, do Tomorrowland for the weekend, sleep in a hotel. Know it's going to cost me a lot of money, but know it's going to be one hell of a weekend to say goodbye to parties. It should always be about the music or what the music does to you. Doesn't matter what music you're into, as long as the music works for you, that's all that matters. I'm really enjoying a bit of country at the moment, but maybe I'm enjoying looking at some of the country singers more. I have quite a thing for Dasher. If any of you know Dasher, you'll understand that this goblin likes blondes. Which is probably why I'm into trance music. Let's be bloody honest about this, because most of the vocal trance is good-looking females. I was never into music at all. When I was a young soldier, I had some early Pet Shop Boys CDs and a bit of In Excess and OMD, because that's what was in the charts at the time, but I was never really into it. I left the army and a friend basically split up with her fiance and had a holiday paid for to go to Ibiza. And she phoned me on the Thursday and said, "What are you doing tomorrow?" And I went, "Well, I'm going to work." And she said, "Got a ticket here for Ibiza for a week if you want it." And I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." So I hadn't really been clubbing either pre to that. I'd just been to small town clubs as like extended drinking clubs. There'd be a dance floor, but I didn't go near it. I just drank. And then I did Ibiza. Late 90s. Had an amazing time out there. And came back addicted to trance music. And happy hardcore. Bit of hard house occasionally. KLF. And their ice cream van. Right then, let's make some sales. Should we do some gambling as well, guys, since we're here? You're saying gambling? Look at that. Look at that. Right, first of all, let's draw some money. Doesn't want to let me sell that weapon. So we'll see if we can sell the mag at least. No. Okay. Dead can dance. So pleased I found some nice lads on YouTube to watch and listen to. It's a slight... Yeah, it is rare, isn't it? Flea market, not interested in. There, we're not interested in. Clothing? Anything? Consumables. Sell that. Sell that. Medications. Sell the grizzly. Sell one of those. Sell that. Sell that. How much we got? 15 grand. Tools. Sell that. Thelonious, no. Right then. So these items here, that there needs to come up here. We've got 15 grand. I need to know where we sell this shit to. I bet it's black market only. Custom gear, no use to me. That's your heli. Heli's vehicles. Okay, let's do some gambling. Or let's see how much a code lock is going for currently. Code lock is 25k. Okay, so that's not going to work. An axe is actually a hatchet we need. Fucking 10k. I'm not buying a hatchet at 10k. It's not going to happen. Right, let's do some gambling. Wish me luck, guys. Bet 1,000 for 2.5 grand. Fuck it. So we've now got 17 grand. I got one you can have. Right. Let's do it again. Shit. We're down 1,000. We're still up 1,000 though, aren't we? Could bet do a horse race or mice. We'll bet 20 on lucky number 3.
3, 1.
Well, we won 84 on that one. Right, let's put that down as a bad shot. Should we have one more shot on the old lucky wheel? Okay, let's finish that for a bad shot. We've still got 15 grand. We haven't lost anything. We haven't gained anything. I got the base down, snagged an airdrop, got 2 times ARs, 1 times Barrett, and some C4. I know, rat race, isn't it? Awesome. Bad dice, yeah. Right then, let's pay our money. I need some food for base. Or do I? No, I don't. Let's bank our money. See if we've got any missions to hand in. Probably not. Kill 10 players. Yeah. Kill 50 players for a Bitcoin. Raid 25 players. Kill 25 players for a locked case that you use for raiding. Oh, join. Just, yeah, right. Right, let's bank our money. $15 grand we've put aside. I need to know where that shit goes. I can't ever find somewhere to sell it. It's not the back room of this one, is it? No. I bet it's BM only. BM, is it? Okay. That's a shame. Right, so let's stick it on peer-to-peer. Won't let me sell the shit that I need to sell. That's annoying. Okay, so I had to ask earlier, don't on peer-to-peer. Okay, that's fine. Right, so we're going to push home. But we will... Where's my RV? Normal routine, push to like there, then home. Probably push to there. Yeah, there. And then push for home. That works. Let's drink some water before we go. Okay. Now's not the time to be doing a BM run. BM run is 5 in the morning. Both quality of life, actually, we're here. We might get stuff for the base. That's that sorted. There's our water bottle. But then some food. We do need some water bottles. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 cans. Alright, wish me luck, guys. Only pixels though if I die. It's only pixels. Life's too short to worry about it and anything other than pixels if you're going to play high-tier PvP servers. If you're worried about it, play empty servers, solo servers, or survival servers, or PvE servers, basically. And I do worry about it every time I do the run. Especially at the moment when we're only 3 doors in. I'll worry about it less through the week because we can't be raided through the week. But at the moment, and running solo, it's weird. I don't even have to have someone with me, but having someone on voice with me makes a massive difference. What time does raiding finish? Are you playing the US server, Gurmit's dad? 2 a.m, something like that. It's something Eastern. Whereas UK maybe 11 p.m. at night, something like that. It's in the Discord. So raiding is Friday night, Saturday afternoon to Saturday night, Sunday afternoon to Sunday night, and then that's raiding dealt with. And don't get me wrong, I like playing servers that allow you to raid 24/7, 365. But as a small team, this is a little bit safer. So at least during the week, if you get killed, you're going to lose gear, but they're not going to hit your base. You've got a chance to gear up, get home, build airlocks, metalize them if you can find metal. And when there's no numbers on the server, let's be honest, it's a good opportunity to do airdrops and shit like that and get some good weapons. It would be a lot easier when we got Cookie back, because Cookie's a PvPer. Obviously I'm not, really. And I can't speak for Chuckles, but Chuckles is like me. We're opportune PvPers, lucky PvPers. You can buy code locks from normal trader. You can't buy nails. I've got a lot of nails though. Nails I'm fine on. Finding lots of boxes of nails. Obviously, I'm guessing they're cheaper at black market, but at this time of day, I wouldn't be pushing BM. 63 people on, and we're coming towards the end of wipe. This will be full when we get other points. Yeah, I'm not anti sleeping bags, but I don't think they're needed based upon where Chuckles and I are living, because we can always spawn in that town, and if we're being raided, they're probably going to make it in anyway, because we'll be hit with a 4-man that know what they're doing. And 25k is not hard to get on here. It's just hard when you're solo and the server's 3/4 full. When it is a punchy server, late wipe. But wipes are only a month and a week, like 4 to 5 weeks long. So not everyone's running around with 1-tappers. And there's a lot of recycling on here. As long as they stay on Chernarus next wipe, I'm happy. Obviously, I'm a Chernarus fan. Crypt has been killing a lot tonight with that sniper. What we could really do with doing is recruiting another member for the team, though. That's what we really need. That way, Chuckles, myself, Cookie when he's back, and then we need that 4th member if we're going to play the quad server. Just by its very nature, it makes it easier. But I'm very reluctant to recruit because unless I know the person. And a lot of the people that I know that play DayZ would not play servers like this. They like the adventure type servers. Or roleplay light. Or roleplay heavy. Now, Irish is a good friend, but he plays heavy roleplay stalker. Whereas I like my PvP base building raiding servers. Even though you wouldn't think it, because, hey, I'm nowhere near a good PvPer. I'm always solo. I don't know how you do it. It's hard. You know, I'm on edge all the time I play a server on my own. Just not having any backup is fucking hard going. And it's probably easier on servers where you don't base build because you've got nothing to lose. You're just a fresh life and let's do it again. As I don't know many people that play, yeah. Whereas something like this is... You invest, don't you? You build a base, you're investing in the wipe, you're putting the time in. You're trying to build up supplies and get defences and build up ready to raid people while still trying to stay covert. And we're also always looking for servers that both Chuckles and I can play. Yeah, and nor do I. You know, Wednesdays I can't play. Chuckles can only play when Chuckles can because of time zones. Cookie's on, probably off for another 2 months before Cookie's back. It is hard going. So a lot of the time I'm solo. I'll probably be on tomorrow morning before work just because Chuckles will be awake. And I'll run with Chuckles because it'll be like I'll wake up at 10 a.m. his time. So 10 p.m. his time is I'll wake up and probably run for a couple of hours. So from 5 till 7 before I get ready for work. Just because it's nice to run with someone. But then I won't then see him until next weekend. If he's about, he's got family visiting next weekend. But next weekend I'll be working on GoblinZ. So that's slightly different. I'll be streaming that probably more than this. Or working on it. I've got a lot of work to do for next weekend. But Gurmit's dad, that was I was sort of hinting at. Are you in my Discord? If you're not, there should be a link on the screen now. Please join and make it known in chat, or if you are in there, make it known in chat who you are. And I'll add you to the inner gaming side. As long as you have a mic and you're willing to play. Because that way, when we play a quad server or and we don't have any hard and fast rules. Our only rule is don't use explosives unless the team are together. But as long as you have a mic, then you're more than welcome. Wow. We made it home. I hate that you can't place this. You have to just sort of... That'll do. Now, does it work? Be a bitch if it doesn't after all this. Thank you. I'll add you to the inner sanctum once we're through this. Once I'm out. Because I'm going to just check this. Need a bit of... I need to drain that into there. Give me a second. Drop that off. Drop the sellables off. That off. Right, guys, thank you for watching today. That'll be it for this evening. I will be back on tomorrow evening after work. Remember, guys, if you've got a goblin in your sights, miss.